This here is a voice recognition module. I've used such a module before a few years ago, but this one is a new version and it seems to be better. In this video I want to tell you the differences of this new module, its specifications, how to use it, and show you a few examples of what you could do with it. So let's get started. This here is the Pocket Multimeter. It's the smallest all-in-one meter, scope and logger. You can connect it to your smartphone using the Pocket app and be able to take measurements over low voltage electronics, automotive applications, home automations and much more for measurements up to 60 volts. And being so small, you can take it anywhere you go, put it on your keychain or carry it in your pocket. It's very easy to use. Connect it via Bluetooth, take out the included probes, select a mode and make a measurement. And with the app you have a full multimeter, you can create graphs, store the measurement data, oscilloscope and much more. So check the links below and get your Pocket now. What's up my friends, welcome back. This here is the new model of the voice recognition module, version 3.1. In the past I've used a different voice recognition module, and I've made a video with that as well. So why is this new one better? Well, it has a main difference, so let me explain it to you. First of all, the old one was only capable of recording 15 voice commands, but the new one can record up to 255 commands. But that's not the main problem. You see, with the old module, those 15 commands were saved in 3 different groups. So each group would have 5 commands. The recognition module has a part inside that is in charge of the voice recognition, so you first have to import a group from those 3. So let's say that you import group 1. So now each time the module will detect one of those voice commands, it will send that information through the UART serial port. But what if you want to use commands from a different group? For example, this one here, this one, and these 3 from the second group. Well, you can't use them at the same time, because with the old module, you must import the entire group at once. But using this new version of the voice recognition module from ELECHOUSE version 3.1, you can import any 7 voice commands at the same time. You can still import only 7, but this could be any 7 commands from the total of 255. So that's the main difference between these 2 modules. And by the way, you can always import any other 7 commands if you want. Let's say that you import these 7 commands. And then when you detect one of the sounds, you import 7 more. And then you wait for the different command and so on. Each command must be below 1500 milliseconds or 1.5 seconds. As you can see, the module has I2C communication and also a UART port. But for today's example, we will only use the UART port, because I don't know for sure for what we can use the I2C port. On this jack we can connect a microphone. And you can use any microphone that you want, but I recommend you to use the one that comes with the module. I solder 4 wires to the UART pins and power. The wires for ground, VCC, RX and TX. And I connect those pins to the Arduino to 5 volts and digital pins 4 and 5 for example. Now go below and download this Arduino library and install it to your Arduino IDE. So for that you go to Sketch, include zip library and select the downloaded zip file. Then you can download the example code also from below and open it with Arduino. Connect the Arduino to your PC and make sure that you have these connections between the Arduino and the module. Upload the code to the Arduino. Now we can open the serial monitor and you will get this menu for controlling the module. You can see each command and what each will do. For example, if you type record on the monitor and press enter, you'll get the status of all the commands. As you can see, this is a new module, So pretty much all the 254 commands are empty, except a few ones that I was testing before. So let's record our first command. If you want to get back to the help menu, just type help and press enter. Okay, so for that we need to type on the monitor the word train, a space and then a number, representing the command position from 0 to 254. Now get ready, because once you press train, you will need to follow the instructions without making any pause. So I type train and a 0, and the moment I press enter, I get the speak now message, so you must say the command.
Hey Nubix.
Now I get the speak again message, so we need to say the exact same command once again.
Hey Nubix.
Now that voice command should be saved. If you don't say any command, the module will continue to ask you to speak, till it detects that you say the command 2 times in the same way, and then it will save it, and you will get the success message. So just like that we have our first command saved, so let's test it. And to test it you must import that command to the recognition part. So for that we type load and the number of the command, which in this case is a 0. Now we test it by saying the command.
Hey Nubix. Hey Nubix. Hey Nubix. Hey Nubix. Hey Nubix.
So as you can see, each time I say that word I get a message, so it works. So let me save a few more commands but faster, so you can see the entire process. Okay, so now I record a few more commands, but I'll do it faster so you could understand how to do this. So I will type train 0 to record the first one. Hey Nubix. Hey Nubix. Okay, so the first one is saved. Let's type train 1 for the second one. Power on. Power on. Okay, the second one, now the third one. The train 2. Turn off. Turn off. Okay, it's train, now the third one, or third one. Set timer. Set timer. Okay, so now let's train one more. Train 4. Give information. Give information. Give information. Give information. Give information. Give information. And that's it. Now we have a few more commands stored to the memory. Okay, so now I have this command saved on position 0 to 16. What I want in the future is to create my own smart robot, something like an electronic companion, but for today I will simulate that with some LEDs. I would like this robot to react to a special command, such as Hey Nubix. And then it should be able to give me the time, the temperature, maybe move its arms, turn on some LEDs and so on. And to simulate these commands, I connect a few LEDs to my Arduino, and each one representing one action, since for now I don't have that robot yet. Because I need to control so many LEDs, I will use an Arduino Mega, but the code is the same. Now I upload this code to the Arduino. The voice module will send a 0 when it detects the first command, a 1 for the second command, and so on. So all we have to do is to import the first command for the Hey Nubix with this line in the code. And then we import the other lines for the other commands. And then if, for example, I say turn on or turn off command, I import these 3 commands here for the red, green and blue colors. Another example would be the give information command, and then I would import these other 3 commands for the information about the time, the temperature and so on. The set timer will import these 3 commands for 1 up to 5 minutes. Like that we can play with more than just 7 commands. So I upload the code and let's test a few combinations. Okay guys, so here I've prepared a real life example, and each of these LED will correspond to one of these commands that I stored on the memory of the module. So let's just start. Hey Nubix, power on, red. Hey Nubix, power on, blue. Hey Nubix, turn off, blue. Hey Nubix, set timer, 1 minute. Hey Nubix, set timer, 2 minutes. Hey Nubix, power on, blue. Hey Nubix, turn off, red. Hey Nubix, turn off, blue. So as you can see, by combining the commands, you can make use of all the commands that we have stored on the memory. So with this module, we can have up to 254 saved commands, so that's awesome. And with this, I will be able to create my robot. So that's pretty much for the example. So guys, that's pretty much how you can use this module. We have these other commands for removing all the recorded voices and so on. You could use this for so many applications, and if you record it well, it can be quite precise. You have the used library, the example code and more information on my website, ELECHOUSE.com, and the links are below. Consider giving me a like or comment below. Thanks again and see you later guys. Hey, so one more video that ends, I hope that you like it. Okay, so listen, if you want to buy my merch, my t-shirts, you have the links below for my shop, and I promise that I will make more designs. And also maybe you would comment below which one you like more and what more designs you would like to see, because in that way I could start designing them and post my new t-shirts. So thank you for all the support, and I'll see you in the next video.